Hey, how are you? Well, this is gonna be a vlog type of video. It was a Columbia J barbecue with my new drone footage. This is Stu and Nikki, two black belts from London. They were here in Hong Kong visiting JJ, a friend. So I got to talk to them. It was fun. They give us really good answers, and please check the video, share it. Thank you.
Can I ask you something?
Of course, man.
What have been your worst session of Jiu-Jitsu ever?
Wow, so my worst session of Jiu-Jitsu, I would say my worst session was, we came in one Friday and the guy said, look, what we're doing, 100 takedown setups. I said, okay, cool. I had a brand new gear on that day and I waited for a couple of weeks to get it. I was so happy, right? And I got it, and then I was doing a setup, so I was doing a Taitoshi setup, bam, and I was laughing. And then I did it with one of the big guys. I'd done the setup, I've gone too far, he's off balance. His foot caught the inside of my ankle. He turned my ankle completely, my ankle inverted, and I tore my Achilles. And normally...
And now you have a scar?
Yeah.
God damn.
So it tore my Achilles, right? So what normally happens is that when you do your Achilles, you're supposed to stop and go and get ice and stretch. So I trained for another hour and a half. Boom, I said, yeah man, my new gi, fresh out of the packet. And I did this, and he caught my foot went like that. And everyone heard it go click, 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 and they heard it tear.
And what do you hate about being asking in a seminar? You don't know the guy.
So if I was doing a seminar, right, I would say with a seminar, it's always good to ask about the experiences, but it's when people sort of go off piece, so they try to get a seminar within a seminar. So if I'm saying, look, I'm doing a seminar on half guard, then I want to make sure that the questions you ask me relate to half guard. Don't ask me about berimbolo during a seminar. It's just pointless because you lose sight of what's really happened. Do you want to do berimbolo? We'll book another seminar. But generally, like, if you're doing a seminar for that position, try and make your questions related to that position, because you'll gain so much more and you'll understand more of the concepts and have a better appreciation of the actual position itself. Make sense?
Your best competition ever?
Oh, that's hard. Asia Open, because I love Asia, and that was in Japan a couple years ago, and under the circumstances of jet lag, I was lucky to get through the first fight, but it got a little bit easier, and luckily I won that competition. So I'll probably say this one, and obviously fighting in Japan was awesome. Being in Hong Kong brings it all back as well, so that one springs to mind.
What's your worst competition ever?
Worst competition? Personally, the Asia Open last year. I lost it on a mistake that I shouldn't have made, and man, I think I had a decent chance, so man, I'm looking for vengeance this year.
The worst part of being professor?
The worst part of it, good, I know the worst part. The worst part of being a professor is not getting backed by your colleagues. No, listen, I'm the one about discipline. I'm old school values. So listen, when you're in the dojo, bow, put your stuff away, you know, put your bags on the shelf, tie your belts, just be respectful, right? I'm very like that. And for people who keep turning up late to my classes, man, you're gonna do press up, a lot of press ups. That's me, mine's just discipline. I don't like discipline, you know, you need to respect the dojo, respect your teachers. Like, you have to respect the teachers. It goes hand in hand because you carry forward the value, right?
And the best part of being a professor?
The best part of being a professor, I suppose, it's just being at the gym 7 days a week and wanting to be there. Like, you know, Monday the best day of the week, and obviously the student is very lucky to have great students. I'm sure it'd be different for some professors. With sometimes you can have students that are difficult to deal with, so this is probably it, like trying to monitor, make sure people stay injury free, make sure the ethos correct. But for me, it's just the students coming to spend a day at the gym with a great bunch of people, like-minded individuals. It's a permanent holiday, a pleasure every day of my life, you know, so this is probably it.
And the worst part of being a student?
Man, getting smashed, man, I hate that shit. But you know what? That's what builds the character, and that's what weeds out the weak people. And I think ultimately, man, it'll be rewarding to finally get to the top of the food chain at some point.
Most of the people is
scared of being injured in the knee?
Yeah, I got asked that the other day actually by one of the guys at the seminar about, like, he was worried, he seen my knee strapped up and he started asking, he was worried about an older guy, you know, and they're worried about her damaging their knees. And of course, because some people have to get up in the morning and get to work, you know, they have no choice but to use their legs. So I get the concern, especially for the people over 30, 40, because the injuries don't heal up so fast, you know.
And for you, which is the worst injury?
Actually, believe it or not, I've had both my ACLs torn and the reconstruction on the left, but actually it was the quad. I had a quad tear a few years back, and it was just like a sharp scratch. I did it in a competition, and this actually was a whole year trying to heal this up, because it's something that it goes away, you think it's gone, and then there's a little sharp movement in training and it can re-tear again. So it was really hard to monitor rehab for that as well, you know. Pain went away after a few months. I would say the quad tear is really painful. Just to walk it's painful, more painful than the knee. So I'd probably say that's the worst leg injury I've had. The most painful thing I've had is the cornea abrasion. So I had my cornea scratched really badly. Cornea, the skin of the eye. And this, I had an eye issue for a year. I got my cornea, I got kneed in it. Then I think I got elbowed in it at one point, same year. It got really bad. I had to live like a vampire for a week in my home. I had to black out all the windows. I had to put a sheet over the TV to reduce the brightness because of the pain that was going through the eye. Even with a patch, it was excruciating. So that's the most painful. But then that was only like a month to recover from that. So, but the quad tear was a year process to actually get fully healed. So they're the two worst injuries I've had: the quad tear and the cornea damage in my eye.
So the guys of Columbia J had a sumo competition in the sand. Pretty crazy. That's the way I'm gonna finish. Bye.
You're never gonna get a serious picture of me. Here's my serious picture. Normally, when I take a serious picture, it's because I've got you know, like the police number, like prisoner 647.